Hi, I'm Kobe from South Korea. Let's travel to Naoshima. I'm gonna eat udon for breakfast. I had bukake udon with meat on top. If you order from the staff, they will bring out the udon like this. If you want fried food, you can just pick it up and pay for it. I thought it was the fun of traveling among Japanese people going to work. The tender meat and chewy noodles are so delicious. Takuma station in front of the restaurant. We are gonna go a little further. You can catch a ferry to Naoshima on platform 2. The first boat departs at 8:12. The ticket is good for the next day. Round trip 990 yen. It's a really big ship. There are various seats. Outdoor seating is also great for taking in the view and it's good for sunlight. The recommendation of these snacks from the 7-Eleven manager. These Sugabuto sentries are so crazy. I can already see Naoshima Island. The island is not big, it's common to get around by bus and bicycle. Red Pumpkin. Yayoi Kusama is one of the most expensive artists in the world. This is the 100 yen Naoshima town bus. Most people's destination is Chichijiso. There are 3 bicycle rental shops. I chose the All Gear rental shop. %100% you rent the electric bike. I'm going to Homura area first. Surprisingly, there is only one convenience store, 7-Eleven, haha. You have to drive on the left side of the road, be careful.
Put down and lock.
You can purchase the Arthouse project ticket in the lounge. Also take a copy of the Naoshima map booklet. It's cheaper to book online, so try to book online if possible. Arthur's project do not allow video recording. Flower carved from wood. I think it's Japanese culture that shows the virtue of emptiness. Kinja is using 2000 years old house. It is the Tachio Miyajima's work. The pace of each LED counter was decided by island residents individually. This is his work at the Arario Museum in South Korea. I'm going to go all shrine, kind of project. It wasn't this hill on Google Maps, but I could see pretty sea. Minamidera was designed by Tadao Ando. I turned off my phone before I went in. Minamidera is a totally darkness. Keep patience and wait to see the light. Naoshima is a multi-purpose facility. Haisha was originally the home and office of a local dentist. So this symbol is here. Okay, I definitely know. Oh, kawaii. Teeth. I took off my shoes and went in to admire the raw feeling of the works. Here is famous for pudding. In Ishibashi, you can see Hiroshi Senju's waterfall series. Koshu Line is just a short walk up the road from Kadoya. Koshu Line was designed by Japanese artist Hiroshi Sugimoto. This glass staircase is a surprise. It's connected to the ground below. Brown Rice restaurant is closed today. Ooh. I went to my next option. But it was the only restaurant open, so there were a lot of people. I decided to grab a quick lunch on my way. I found a relaxed, homey atmosphere restaurant. It's mostly fried menu. I ordered the curry and karaage. The curry was neat and delicious, and the Japanese do fry well. The karaage was so delicious because it was crispy on the outside and moisty on the inside. I parked my bike and started the art museum tour. Yayoi Kusama's yellow pumpkin is a popular photo spot. It's best to make a reservation at the Hiroshi Sugimoto Gallery. Hiroshi Sugimoto is a world-famous photographer, installation artist, and architect. Yes, you can enjoy the tea and sweets here for free. The combination of savory hojicha and sweet manju was the perfect break. It's cool, Mondrian. There is a Venice House shop at the exit. This is the Nikita Saint-Par's work from France. I made a reservation for the Chichiato Museum and walked there. The Seaside Gallery is an open-air gallery run by Venice House. There are some artworks on the beach too. Who is made? So cute. Isn't it beautiful? Another public art discovery. I arrived in front of the Valley Gallery and the Liuan Museum. I've only seen the outdoor pieces at the Liuan Museum. Iwan is a Korean artist, but he was mainly active in Japan. The Liuan Museum was also designed by Tadao Ando. There were also a lot of feral cats. There is a ticket center, but you should book online in advance. Chichu is a Chinese letter that means underground. Taking pictures is not allowed. I didn't plan on seeing Venice House, but I'm trying. If you have a Venice House Museum ticket, the Valley Gallery is free. The artworks on display at the Venice House Museum are of enormous value. You can also see an exhibition of Benesse Prize winners. What it is? Today's art travel is over. Let's return the bicycle. Take the free shuttle to the Tsuchijiso. Tsuchijiso. Unless you are staying overnight, most people take the 5 o'clock ferry to the Dakamas. I met a Russian girl at the bike parking lot and we hurried to the bike shop at the harbor. It seems far away, but it's coming.
Hurry up, hurry up. We'll have to be on time. Safe します. 안심してる.
I'll take the 100 yen bus from the harbor to my hostel. The owner was very kind.
今からレストラン
Yeah, I came back because this was the only restaurant that was open.
I live in the south of Russia, near Black Sea.
Near Black Sea?
Near Black Sea.
Near Black Sea. Near Black Sea.
It's near Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. I had 2 dishes and a bottle of beer for about $70. The staff was friendly and we had a really great time.
Sea stars.
Also, Incheon and Seoul is...
No one people here. All stores are closed. I'm coming back to my hostel. There are so many stars. I booked through Booking.com on Google Maps here. It was cold in the dawn on the island. Angie. Blanket is very enough. But I used the one with the cover. You can put your used towels here, and if you're hungry, you can grab a cup of instant noodles from the kitchen. The owner prepared breakfast, so kind. The restrooms are separate, but there's a hand washing station which was cute. Tomorrow I'm off to Kotoira. See you in the morning.